Hey, I'm subbing for a friend of mine who provides a dollar lunch for the kids at the Institute. It's about a group of 60, maybe 70 kids. So it's not as big as the one that I do on Tuesday, but she's out of town. She's gonna be holding on her grandbaby. So I said I would be glad to pitch in and help her. So we're doing a Nacho Bar. I've already made the beans, and now I'm gonna get started on making a nacho cheese sauce. I have to admit, I haven't done a cheese sauce for this big of a group before. So I'm just gonna improvise and we'll see if what I'm thinking is gonna work will work. Okay, I've got 5 32-ounce blocks of Velveeta. I'm gonna use 3 cans of Rotel. When you make a single batch, you use 1 can of Rotel per block. But with this amount, I want to add some butter to make it a little creamier, and we'll also add milk. Let's just get busy. We'll see how this goes. I've got 2 cubes of butter right here. Just going to cut it down. In goes the butter. What in the heck is Velveeta anyway? All I know is it makes the best melty cheese sauce. And to be honest, I wanted to see if I could find the Rico's number 10 cans of cheese, but our Walmart is our main store in Laramie, Wyoming, where I live, and it's going through construction. So they're really empty on a lot of things, and they didn't have it. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna make what I normally make for like a football season. Do you know Velveeta makes a really good grilled cheese sandwich too? But I don't do it anymore because I'm old, and it's kind of, you kind of have to try to watch your weight. Just had my 60th birthday a couple of days ago. So I'm officially old. So again, 5 blocks of Velveeta, 4 cups of milk, 3 cans of Rotel, 2 sticks of butter. Mix and mix and mix, and you will have amazing cheese sauce for 100. Okay, so at this point, it is very thick. Even with that 2 cups of milk and those 2 cubes of butter. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add the 3 cans of Rotel and mix that up. And we'll see if we need to add more milk to thin it out. Okay, so in goes the Rotel. And we're just gonna mix that in. The Rotel makes it really good. Hey guys, I really think we should add a little more milk. So I'm measuring. Normally I would just plop it in there and Mozart my way through this process. But see, it's still really thick. Let's go ahead and add another cup. So that's right now, it's a total of 3 cups. I think this may do it. We'll see. I could probably add even 1 more cup of milk. Okay, so now that's up to 4 cups of milk. It'll be like the consistency you get at the ballpark. We are huge Dodger fans and used to live down in Los Angeles. And we used to go to the Dodger games, and I loved getting the Dodger dogs and later getting some nachos. I love ballpark food when it's done right. And Dodger Stadium, you got it down. We used to get little cartons of carnation ice cream with a little wooden spoon. It wasn't that great. I mean, the ice cream was fine, but it was just the nostalgia of eating off of that little flat wooden spoon. I like this better. 5 blocks of Velveeta, 2 sticks of butter. Pourability wise, that's more like it. I rinsed and soaked 6 pounds of pinto beans and put those in my Instapot. And I'm just keeping it simple this time and just adding enough water to cover the beans about 2 inches above the bean line and adding a packet of taco seasoning mix. That's it. I'm not doing anything fancy. It's just going to be a spicy bean to put on top of the Nacho Bar. So you go ahead, because the beans were soaked overnight, you only have to cook them for 15 minutes. Now I'm going to make some of my salsa. I love this salsa. In other videos, I go into more detail, so I'm just going to kind of talk my way through this one, and I will post the recipe below in the description. But you have a can of tomatoes. I just wing it, and I do like a tablespoon of garlic, about 4 or 5 stalks of celery, half of a white onion, a big tablespoon of jalapeno slices, a half a bunch of cilantro chopped up, and I just put it all in my Vitamix. I add a tablespoon of salt, the juice of 1 lemon, and a tablespoon of the garlic, I think I already said that, and some black pepper. I mix it all up in my Vitamix, and if it needs anything, you just add a little bit of salt. There's not really a measurement for it. I mean, vegetables sometimes need more or need less, so you just have to taste it. If it needs something, add a little bit more salt. That's all you need. This salsa is such a hit. It is so good and so fresh. I think I could win an award. Okay, I ended up doubling the recipe for the beans, so there will be plenty for the Nacho Bar. So I'll show you what it looks like. Right now it's just keeping warm until I go in just a few minutes to go serve the kids. These beans will be so yummy on top of the Nacho Bar. It's almost like a chili, but it's not as thick and spicy as a chili. It's just a flavored pinto bean. They're really good. At the building, the kids would bring me a plate of chips, and I would serve out the nacho sauce. Then they would have the option whether they wanted beans or cilantro, anything else on top of their nachos. They could build their own with sour cream, cilantro, salsa, all that good stuff. It was really good and was completely devoured.
Completely devoured.